Wonderful. Share screen. One more second.
Yeah, now you started recording.
Wonderful. We will get this right. Wonderful. Okay, we're up and running. I think all is well now. So we can start about discussing about stress reset. And all of us after COVID has hit us so hard, is going through a lot of stress. And you'll see in the slides coming up how cortisol balancing can help you balancing your sleep, your health, your well-being, as well as your weight, which is a really huge aspect of cortisol. So cortisol is the stress hormone, and it's controlling us with fear, anxiety, sleeping, eating disorders. So we've got a lot of issues surrounding cortisol. It manages how the body uses carbohydrates, fats, proteins, inflammation, regulates blood pressure, and so much more. So here we see the effects of cortisol, raising and lowering or lowering the mood, depending on the situation. Digestion is slowed. We see here that it reduces allergic reactions, anti-inflammatory, dampens pain, the body starts to sweat sometimes. It also permanently increases dosage, flavors, osteoporosis, and muscle weakness, increases blood sugar, blood pressure increases. It has effects on the immune system. So you see on the top right, the production of cortisol is controlled via the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland. So anybody that has any pituitary gland issues, it's going to significantly affect cortisol and all of the side effects of cortisol. Look at how it also stimulates in the liver. Lots and lots of issues with cortisol. And here we see depression, headaches, anxiety, heart disease, high blood pressure, digestive issues, nerve problems, weakened immune system, and high blood sugar. All of these things are detrimental to our health, not only in the present, but long term. And we can see how the emotions are trapped in the body. We see here pictures of the infrared. You see anger, fear, disgust, happiness, anxiety, love, depression, and we see how it could get stuck in different areas of our bodies. anger is good and sometimes not so good. For those of us that have problems with sleep, a lot of it is attributed to age, not really true. A lot of it is contributed really to cortisol, imbalancing of cortisol. And we see here the symptoms of insomnia: headaches, focus inability, intestinal distress, dizziness, and feelings of exhaustion. There's more, there's much more. When we don't sleep properly and have the REM sleep, the deepness of sleep that we need, it affects our weight. It affects not only our ability to focus, but how our brain works. It actually affects the brain. It affects decision making. When you're exhausted, you can't make decisions that are balanced. So sleep has significant issues on our body. And here are more things associated with sleep. It affects impotence, memory loss, lung hypertension, the possibility of stroke, headaches, heart attacks, arrhythmia, diabetes, fatigue, drowsiness, hypertension, and obesity. This is all if we're not really sleeping the way our body needs to. And our body needs to have approximately 8 hours of sleep. And we have to get into the deep sleep with the REM sleep. Lots of issues with sleep. Here are some examples of stress relieving foods that can help us de-stress. And good eating habits are critical in order to maintain health, but it also goes hand in hand with how cortisol reacts in the body. So we see here that carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates, are one of the stress relieving foods. Nuts, fruits, vegetables, tea, poultry, fatty fish. Salmon is excellent for the brain, excellent, and some dairy products. Now, of course, everything with balance. You know, we don't want to eat more of one and less of another. We want to have the appropriate measures for our bodies because excess weight is very unhealthy for cortisol as well. Spinach is a great example. Gives us magnesium, vitamin C, oranges, vitamin B, dark chocolate. Who doesn't love dark chocolate? I mean, really. Walnuts, calcium, you know, and broccoli also gives us some calcium. So all of these foods are very healthy. The natural fat in avocado is wonderful for the body, wonderful. I've been eating a lot of that in my diet lately. And again, everything in balance. Yes. In our cortisol program, we're going to go through the whole process of detoxing, changing, and achieving our goals when it comes to the cortisol. And here we're going to go into a little bit more detail about what the program consists of. Here we have our facilitators. We have wonderful facilitators. Antoinette is one of them. She's on the call with us today, and she's a fear and anxiety coach, certified in theta healing, as well as a access consciousness coach. And Antoinette is located in Mexico. Meenakshi is a certified sound healer, and she is also practicing several modalities. She's amazing. If you haven't heard her bowl meditation, it's on our Facebook page. I highly, highly recommend looking at that and listening. It's very relaxing. It will start the balancing of your cortisol. And Jeannie and Lisa are both functional medicine coaches, and they deal with your health. Jeannie is proficient in detoxing the body and has the protocol for that. She has guided, I would say, hundreds of women in that arena, and that's part of our program as well. Yes, and myself, I didn't introduce myself. So my name is Mira Findel. I'm the holistic accountant, and I'm a certified Theta healer as well as a Reiki master. And I have been involved in the healing community for probably 30 years now, and it's amazing. So what we offer in our 3-month program is, first of all, detox, which will be the bulk of probably the first few weeks, where we will help you through health coaching sessions, individual energy sessions, group sessions. We have the time of change, which is month number 2. We will offer, in addition to the group sessions, more individual sessions and 2 masterclass sessions. Within this time period, you're going to be learning more about food, about how food influences your health, how to make slowly the changes you need in your diet in order to sustain balance in many areas of your life and prevent many illnesses. Our individual sessions will be energy sessions, and that will be theta healing sessions and access consciousness sessions, as well as other modalities. Now, our last month, the most important, in my opinion, is the integration, because that's the month where you're going to integrate everything so you can continue the health and well-being you've achieved in month 1 and 2 and bring it into your life and have it as a sustainable practice throughout the rest of your life. And here we'll continue with sound healing session and individual sessions, as well as group sessions. At this point, I'd like Antoinetta to open up her mic and tell her story about her path of how we have worked together and discovered cortisol. When she is complete with that, I will do the same, tell my story, and then we'll be able to open up the call to any questions anybody might have. So Antoinetta, please tell everybody our amazing story of this cortisol journey that we've been. Your mic is muted.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon for everyone, or good morning. I am here from Mexico City. So we know each other with Meira already 4 months that we know each other, and we started meeting once and twice a week. So we were like providing practice time for theta healing and the different possibilities we can heal with sessions in theta healing. So it is very interesting because we started discovering that theta healing is a great modality to be in a healthy way, to lead our our brain waves in such sensation of peaceful, of harmony, and also of healthiness, happiness. So, and once we started getting this sensation, we were asking about our results and asking about the benefits we are getting with this practice time or with this exchange time. So this is very interesting because one day Meira told me, so I am perceiving some changes in my brain, in my eating habits, and also in sleeping. And since I am a fear and anxiety coach, I work with people, and I also wrote a book about fear and anxiety, specifically PSTD, post-stress disorder, and also psychosis, and generally the huge problem with people getting fear is that they cannot sleep, and they tend to eat a lot, or they tend not to eat because they feel so angry with themselves. They have such a fear. Okay, so when Meira told me that, and we said, okay, let's have a look at cortisol levels, because here in the brain we get this exchange of this hormone. And when we work with fear and anxiety, so we take a look at this flight, freeze, and fight response of the brain. What does it mean? That means that this hormone and your whole nervous system gets up, and you are functioning from this alert status, alarm status, where you can either run, fight, and freeze. So if you have such level of stress, such level of tension and fear, so your whole system is in alert, and somehow you are like defending, you are looking away around, and this is exactly a symptom of high cortisol levels. So for me, it was very interesting, because although I work with people reducing fear and anxiety, I give step by step the program, how to reduce that, how to avoid a panic attack. However, what we found out with Meira, that with such sensation of theta healing, of theta downloads, and these sessions of taking out limiting beliefs and so on, so I can help more my clients because they get the sensation. I got the sensation of detoxing also from cortisol. What does it mean? That means that the hormone is not releasing in an alarm way or in a status. So the cortisol, since I am quiet and calm, and I know how to balance that, so I get happier, I sleep better, and I also get the sensation in my body. And this is the hugest, this is great opportunity we got together with Meira, and that's why we are promoting this program, because you get the information from your body. So the title of my book is 4 Keys to Reduce Fear and Anxiety. And the first key is to get the information about what are you getting fear from. So the second one is to connect with your body. And this is exactly what our program does, to connect the body. Let's connect your body for a harmony status. Let us connect your body for a peaceful relationship with this. Because when you get this stress hormone very high, so you are in a different mode. So people around you will receive this energy. And for instance, if they tell you something that you don't like, so they are going to get the sensation that you are defending, or that you react to that. So once you get in touch with your body, once you to connect with your body to reduce this defense mode, you're going to get a better relationship even with the food and with sleep. So before Meira tell us our stories, we get meditation, we get, she's going to explain also more about the program we offer, and how do we combine these modalities so that you can get along with yourself. If you have fear, if you have anxiety, if you are in such defense mode, if you are so irritated, you are going to control that, and you are going to choose how to behave, because you are functioning after this program. You will function from peaceful models, harmony models, and that's it what we get, Meira and me. So I give you, Meira, the floor. So and after that, you can give us questions, put questions, and we are here to answer.
Thank you so much, Antoinette. What a contribution you are to the universe. So cortisol, just to really identify it, cortisol in the brain goes on and off. It goes on when we are in danger and should go off, and it should go off when the danger is gone. So in prehistoric days, when the lion was running after us and we were in the fields, cortisol would go up, and then we'd have the ability through the cortisol to run. Once the lion went away and there's no more danger, the cortisol would go down. We'd be able to relax and sleep and eat and be normal again. After 1 year of COVID, or now it's 2 years, and having the fear injected into the atmosphere in levels that we've never seen before in our generation, our cortisol switch is stuck on. Now, we must have cortisol to survive. We can't eliminate it, but we have to balance it so that it goes on when appropriate and goes off when inappropriate. Through our course, we will energetically, physically, mentally, and spiritually balance cortisol. And how we're going to do that with the energy sessions, with our health coaches, with our detox program. In addition, we're going to have additional meditations, energy polls. We'll have our private Facebook group. We'll have a private WhatsApp group. We'll have master classes on different topics, all that will give us a well-rounded ability to handle our lives with less stress, balance, therefore keeping the cortisol balanced. We'll have sessions on money, on financial education. We'll have self-love. And a big bonus of this package is everyone will have an individual vitality assessment, which is totally amazing. I'm looking forward to it. All the facilitators that we're 5 facilitators, 5 amazing women. We will be going through the program along with everybody else. So we're all going, to fly the plane together, as we say. And I look forward to it. So my story about how I got started with the cortisol, part of which Antoinette told you, that I was looking for a solution. I wasn't sleeping well for quite a long time. And I was stress eating. The combination is not good, not good. My diet is pretty healthy. I don't eat sugar and flour, and yet my weight started to creep up. So after being really diligent with my research, cortisol came to my forefront, and when we tested for it energetically, Antoinette and I, we found that that's what is required to rebalance my cortisol. So we did that together. I want to tell you guys that one session created a day and a half of detox where I was in bed as if I had the flu, and I just felt like I just couldn't do much. And Antoinette experienced similar symptoms, and then we started to feel really good, and I started to sleep better, and I was stress eating a lot less, and things started to get back into focus in the right direction. So I'm really thrilled about that. cortisol is something that we require. We just need to find the right keys in order to have it balanced, and needs to go off when it needs to go off, and needs to shut down when it needs to be shut down. So I welcome everybody to send me a text, send me a message via Facebook, and let us know if you'd like to have an exploratory call where we can see if our program would benefit you. Both myself and Antoinetta are available most days to have a 15-20-minute conversation to see how to move forward with this. And now I'd like to open up the call if anybody has any questions. I'm welcome them right now, and both either or Antoinetta or I can answer you.
Yes, before you give us questions, I would also add that this is quite important. This is not a program for everyone. So we do require to do an assessment also, to ask questions. What is happening in your world? For instance, people who smoke and people who drink or who have specific drug issues, so they may not be let's say they may not, this program may not be for that people. So that's why the assessment is very important, and that's why we are giving interviews and exploratory calls, so that in order to know if this program is really for you, if we can help you, or we may not. In case we may not help you, we can give you other suggestions, or you can connect other people, for instance. And this is a great contribution we can be also, because when I get people, for example, when I get people with bipolar disorders or personality disorders willing to reduce fear and anxiety, I really recommend other people that are specialized in bipolar disorders or personality disorders. So not every program is for every person, and that's why it is very important, our exploratory calls. These are from 15 to 30 minutes. This is for free, and you can call, you can register for free, and also just send a message if you are interested in this program, and you can reach us, and we are going to schedule a meeting for you, right?
Okay? Absolutely. We have a Facebook group that we have many people that contribute information regarding cortisol, and feel free to request to join our Facebook page. It's Cortisol Balance. So yeah. So I'm really very grateful for those that are with us today, and for those that will see the recording. This has been a wonderful, wonderful session for me. Thank you also, Antoinetta. Antoinetta has been, my partner in crime here. We've created this program together, and we will continue doing it together. In my opinion, there is no other program out there that I've seen that combines the energetics as well as the physical in order to come to a healthy solution regarding cortisol balancing. So I would take a second look, get more educated on these topics. Your health depends on it. So thank you very much again, and I hope to see everybody soon. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you.